Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. For this one, we are going to shuffle out a few cards from the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot. That's what we're going to start off with anyway. But if you'd like to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested in a personal reading, everything you need to know is in the description box. And before I get you your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay. Just let it go, because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you, either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. So I feel like the numbers 44 and 55 are significant. It makes me think that at home, at work, somewhere in your foundation, there's going to be a little bit of change. Nothing drastic, but the energy of change is here. We have the Two of Cups. So this could be about stabilizing your emotions, making a decision, definitely looking more inward at this time, whether it's for answers that you're looking for or trying to find more stability, not only in your life, but emotionally. I looked at the clock when it said 2 minutes. So it definitely feels like the number 2 could be significant as well. I just got a vision of, it was either the 3 of Swords or the 5 of Swords, but the energy of those cards are pretty similar anyway. So I feel like there could be something a little bit painful here that you need to find closure with or release, or maybe there's some darkness here that you need to balance out with more light, some pessimism with some more optimism. It could be the other way around, where a little bit of pessimism might help you stay grounded, but that doesn't have to resonate if it doesn't. I feel like fish energy could be significant. I don't know the spiritual meaning of fish, but off the top of my head it makes me think of Pisces and definitely your emotions, because fish swim in water and water can represent your emotions. Other than Pisces, I feel like Cancer or Scorpio might be significant as well. I also felt the energy of receiving an offer. It's like a fish in a cup being handed to you. I think that's like a traditional tarot card thing. So if you know what I'm talking about, maybe that tarot card is significant for you. Maybe it's either the 4 of Cups or the Page of Cups. I'm leaning more towards the Page of Cups. So that really confirms this need for more optimism and more light, more hope, more faith. And I also saw the number 333. So there's definitely some sort of pain here, some sort of heartbreak. Maybe around some sort of little change. It's not something that's super duper painful. I just saw 420. But it's definitely something that causes some internal disturbance or tension. I feel like there could also be something here significant about your frequency and being mindful of the kind of energy that you put out, knowing that that's what you're going to get back. Oh, now we have the Page of Swords, which in my opinion is a mirror or a reflection of the Page of Cups. So this definitely makes me think that, you know, assumptions, jumping to conclusions, worrying about something, overthinking about something. I know that the Page of Swords could come off as like a know-it-all type of energy, but since it's in the upright, I feel like this is about an epiphany or an idea. And this might be as a result of looking more inward, especially because this guy here, his eyes, they're looking towards this Two of Cups. So I definitely feel, I just got a vision of the Ace of Swords, so confirmation there, and I'm seeing 555. So there is a change here in your life that is meant to push you to look more inward, so that way you can have an epiphany or some sort of idea will come to you. There's definitely some information here that the universe is trying to communicate to you through change. So maybe you could feel frustrated or sad, not in like a strong way that I guess doesn't feel like depression or rage. Maybe it could be for like a second, but the energy mostly just feels like sadness or anger. This frustration or this sadness, it's coming up for a reason. The universe is wanting for this to come up so that way you can look at it, observe it, draw conclusions from it, learn from it. Don't take for granted what this change in your life might bring you. To help you identify what this change might be, maybe there's a hobby that you do that you can't really afford right now. That's very specific, so if that doesn't resonate for you, don't worry about it. Just extra confirmation for whoever needed it. And for your last card, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. And that says, upright, it says, listen to intuition, trust yourself, calm, caring, cool, grace and control, motivated by compassion. So you could argue that the opposite of that energy is present with this card in reverse. I'm really feeling this cold, rigid type of energy, especially because of this says in reverse, it says cold right there. And I know that I think I have another deck with the page, not the page, the Queen of Cups, that I think it says cold on it as well. There's this coldness here that needs to be balanced out with more warmth or more light. Especially with the image in this card and this card, it definitely feels like there is some darkness here that you need to work through or navigate. And with the Page and the Queen, it's very clear here that this is about what's going on inside of you rather than your external reality. It's definitely time for you to look inward, and it's definitely happening for a reason. Whatever this information, epiphany, or idea is, I can't possibly guess or tell you, because there could be, this is a reading for more than one person, so it's going to be different. And I also saw a sign about twins. There could also be something significant here about mirroring, just the concept of mirroring. Maybe yin and yang is definitely significant for someone. To wrap up this reading, I pulled out a card from this box of cards, which you've seen these before if you've been around. And this card says, take your mental health more seriously, 666. And actually on the back it says, Questo è molto difficile, which is Italian for this is very difficult. So even though this change in your life doesn't seem like a very big change, it's definitely frustrating. For some people, the rage or the depression definitely might resonate, or even a feeling of numbness. Honestly, if you feel numb, it does feel like there's a little bit of an urgency here to really look inward and understand the depth of this numbness. Even though it feels like you don't feel anything, it's actually you're feeling a lot, so much that it feels like you're not feeling anything, because you're just feeling so many things you can't possibly just label as just one feeling. I've already said sadness and anger and numbness, and that's like a range of what you could be feeling depending on the changes you're facing and how you handle them. And I just saw 111, and that is a sign to trust yourself. And on this card, it does say trust yourself. So I definitely feel what might make it easier for you to face this change or deal with it is trusting yourself more in some way. Taking your mental health more seriously, especially if you feel numb or rage or depression. If these feelings are strong and heavy and have a weight that could definitely hold you back, definitely some urgency here to address those feelings, to try to understand them, be patient with yourself, and be patient with the universe, because it's really trying to show you something about yourself, about the world, whatever it is. Like I said, it may be different for you compared to everyone else watching this. But the 666 here, that number I have learned on my own journey is about unconditional love, and I feel like this is definitely about having more unconditional love for yourself, being more accepting of the fact that you feel these things, that, you know, let yourself know that it's okay that I feel sad or depressed or angry, or that I feel rage right now, because it's definitely coming from somewhere for some reason. And the only way to understand where or why you're feeling these things is to take your mental health more seriously. But that will be the end of your reading. I really hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you liked it, the like button to show me that. That is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating to the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really means a lot to me, and it always makes a difference. Special thanks to whoever has been showing a little more support lately, whoever you are. But yeah, the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.